Hey, what's up, everyone? It has been forever since I have put out a new video. In fact, I don't even remember the last time I uploaded a video to my channel, which is kind of sad, and I apologize. But truth be told, life has kind of taken over for me. I just don't have the time I once did to make these videos. I got married, moved into a new place, I've got a couple jobs, and short films and other projects that I'm always working on and hobbies. And so I just don't have the time I once did to make all these videos. But since I do have a little bit of time, I thought I would do something different and focus on arcade stuff. Now, you may or may not know, but one of my hobbies is actually fixing up and restoring these old arcade machines. It's kind of a nostalgia thing for me, but I absolutely love this hobby. And the funny thing is that me and my wife are now living in a two-bedroom apartment. So naturally, I can't fit all my games in here. In fact, I would say 70% of them are in storage. But we've got the Miss Pac, we've got the Mega Touch. My wife loves both of these. And speaking of my wife, she knows how much I love this hobby. And in fact, she cares about me so much that she decided to make some space in our second bedroom here so that I could work on a couple games. And this is actually kind of our office area, but now it's kind of turning into my work area, more or less. But, I've got a couple projects that are in a hopper. I've got this Eyes here. That's probably my, next project or two. And then I've got this red tent that actually has a lamp on it I've been using for light. But what I want to talk about is my Marble Madness. I just finished restoring this, week or two ago. And let me tell you, I am super, super excited about this game. This is a game that I have had on my want list for a very long time. A really long time. And so this was one of my grails, so to speak. I love Marble Madness. And I thought what I would do is talk about this game and do kind of like a gameplay video. I've got a couple of arcade collecting buddies, and they have their own YouTube channels, and they do these gameplay videos where they take a game, they play through it, they talk about it, kind of the history of it, and just kind of show you the ins and outs of it. So that's what I thought I would do with Marble Madness here. So let me go get a tripod, and we'll talk about this game, and I'll play a game or two. So hang on one second. Okay, so I got myself a tripod here. That way you guys don't have to suffer through all my handheld work. But let me turn on the game and we can talk about Marble Madness. Let's see, the switch is right in the back down here. There we go. Okay, so Marble Madness. Now, the strange thing about this arcade game is I actually didn't play the arcade version for a very long time. Actually, the first time I played Marble Madness was on old school Nintendo. I remember renting it. It was actually one of the first games I rented. And then a neighbor of mine, when I was very, very young, had it for their Apple II, and they had a joystick that they would use it for. I think it was an Apple II. It was black and white regardless. But, and both of those versions were pretty cool, but the arcade version just blows them out of the water. With the Nintendo and with the Apple II, they both use a joystick or a D-pad, and the game was designed to be used with a trackball. And so that right there already is a big difference. But Marble Madness came out in 1984, and it was Atari's first System 1 game. And let me show you what I mean here. So what I mean when I say System 1 is back in the early 80s, Atari decided that they wanted to create a standard for their games, like a form factor piece of hardware where arcade owners and operators could just swap games in and out easily. So, for instance, Marble Madness here could be swapped out with like an Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom or like a Road Blasters, and all they would have to do is purchase the marquee, the control panel, and the main board, rather than buying the whole cabinet, the monitor, and the whole works. It was a lot more affordable, it was a lot more practical, and it was a lot simpler. And so this was really, really revolutionary because it predates and was a predecessor to the JAMA standard, which was basically the same thing. It was a common standard for wiring harnesses and for the game boards to be changed in and out of arcade cabinets. And so this is really cool. There's, maybe only 5 or 6 System 1 games, but it was really, really cool and revolutionary at the time. And Marble Madness was the first System 1 game. This was out in '84, and it went all the way up to, I think, Road Blasters was the last one. In fact, when I bought this was actually a Road Blasters. I just swapped out the marquee, the control panel. Actually, this is the Road Blasters control panel. It's just been modified for Marble Madness. And then, of course, I just restored the whole thing. But it's a really cool format. And actually, let me show you how the boards work. Okay. Hopefully this is a good vantage point. I'm just going to open up this panel here so you can get a good look inside here. And let me see here. Yeah, I'm going to need some extra light. Hang on one second here. Okay, hopefully you can see a little bit better. I'm actually just using the flashlight app on my phone. But if you look up here, this giant circuit board, it's about 18 inches by 18 inches. This is actually the System 1 main PCB or main board or motherboard. You could think of it as like a computer motherboard. But this is actually the entire System 1 hardware here. And then if you look a little bit lower, let me just move down here. If you look lower, there's a smaller board down here. And this is actually the Marble Madness game itself. This is you could think of it as a cartridge for, like a Nintendo or a console. This board actually just plugs right into the main board via 2 edge connectors. There's one here and there's one over there, and it just pops right in there and then screws in. And so this is actually just the Marble Madness game itself plugging into the main board. So, as an operator or an arcade owner, you could just buy these kits and it would include this board here. This one would stay in the cabinet, but it would include the daughter board, the control panel, and the marquee. And so that was a lot more affordable than buying like a whole new machine. And you can still sometimes find those kits floating around on the web, but they're usually ridiculously expensive, especially this game. For some reason, Marble Madness and a couple of the other System 1 games go for ridiculous amounts of money. So I was fortunate enough when I got this Road Blasters, the guy that I bought it from gave me this Marble Madness board that had some issues with it, and I let him keep his Road Blasters board. And then I was able to fix this one. So it worked out in the end. But let me get this camera set up to a better vantage point, and then I can show you the gameplay. Hang on one second. Okay, hopefully you can see well enough. I actually shut the blinds because there's a lot of glare on the screen. But for those of you that have never played Marble Madness, the premise is actually really, really simple. You're controlling a marble through a maze, and you get so much time. You start out with 60 seconds, and so you have to finish that maze within that time. If you run out of time, the game's over, and there's no continues. In fact, you don't have any lives, but if you fall, if your marble breaks, it costs you time. So the only incentive other than that is if you finish the race, say, with 15 seconds to spare, that time actually carries over into the next race. And so you want to, especially early on, try to finish these races as fast as you possibly can because you'll need that time. And this game is notorious for being extremely difficult. In fact, there's only 6 stages. It's really funny. There's only 6 stages in this game, but they're so difficult to get through. In fact, I've never gotten through all 6. No way, not even close. I'm lucky if I get to the 4th stage. And so that's really all there is to it. So I'm going to coin up a couple games, and then we'll play a little Marble Madness. Before I coin the game up and start playing, I thought I would just show you the trackballs. Because again, you're using the trackballs to control the marbles. And basically, it's pretty straightforward. If you want to go down, you just move the trackball down. And the game responds to how fast your trackball's moving based on how fast your marble's moving. So, the faster you go, the faster your marble's going to go. And the game does have, kind of gravity, so to speak. So if you're coming around a corner real quick and there's a slope you know, you need to backpedal, otherwise your marble's going to fall off the edge. And there's ramps and there's shortcuts in there too that require tons and tons of spinning. So a lot of times you'll see me, I almost never use one hand. I like to use two. I don't know if that's really the proper technique. I'm not the best at this game, but that seems to help me. So with that said, I'm going to add a couple credits to this game, and let's play a little Marble Madness. Okay, so let's coin the game up and we'll play Marble Madness. There's actually a free play mode for this game, but I'm not a big fan of it because it doesn't illuminate the start buttons. Like normally on most other Atari games, if you have it on free play, the start buttons are illuminated. But for some reason, I don't know if it's Marble Madness or System 1 games in general, but it doesn't illuminate the start buttons, which I think is really cool. So I don't have this on free play for that reason. The other reason is actually this game makes a really cool gong sound, and I know it's really minor, but I mean, well here, I mean, how cool is that? I don't know, I think it's really neat, so I just keep it off of free play. Okay. Now, just to remind you, I am not very good at this game. I am by no means a pro. In fact, if I get past a third level, I'll be happy. So, anyways, here we go. So you start out with 60 seconds. So I just jumped that ramp there. There's all kinds of shortcuts throughout the game that'll save you some time and give you some points. That black ball is kind of a villain, so he just crashed, so I get 1,000 points for that. And all these guys are just basically trying to delay you, slow you down. Oops. You can go down that chute, but I typically don't because I always screw up. But I guess it doesn't matter because I just broke anyways. Okay. You gotta work out playing this game. I hate this level. Now there is a way you can jump onto there, but I've never been able to do it. I'm not sure how exactly you're supposed to do that, but it sucks you get caught in here. Oops. Gotta backpedal. These things are acid. Oops. Okay. Ah, crap. I don't think I'm going to get through it here. We'll see. Backpedal. Woo! I got lucky. Now, I only ended with 6 seconds, so I only get, 31 seconds. It's not enough time. Oh, I hate these stupid things. They suck your marble in. Shoot. This is cool. I can never figure that out. Whew. Yeah, I'm screwed. So yeah, I'm out of time. No continues. So you can see this game gets ridiculously hard. I mean, I'm not the best player, but the game is tough. And like I said, you get a workout from it. What the heck, let's play one more. It's a really short game. A 52 is pretty good. I think that's about my best. I'm going to try to go down this chute here. I usually get screwed up like that. But if you're good, it'll save you a lot of time. I'm kind of defeating the purpose right now. Jeez, boy, I'm doing terrible. Yeah, there's videos of pros beating this game in like 4 minutes. I don't know. Come on. Ah. Ooh, that was lucky. Oops. Oh, jeepers. I am having just a terrible time. Still, 8 seconds I was better than 6 I think I got last time. Still won't be able to pass this. Oh, Jesus. Oh, gee. Oh, out of time. Yeah, 29. I think my best is like maybe in the 30s. The score is reset before I did this video, so, but I think my high was maybe 31. But that's Marble Madness. It's a really fun game. When you play 2-player, you basically just compete, and then whoever makes it through the race first continues on. So I'm not sure how long the game really lasts. I haven't played many 2-player games, but I think Twin Galaxies has like a team high score. So if you got 2 really good players, that'd be something actually pretty cool to see. Anyways, that's Marble Madness. Thanks for watching my videos. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm going to try to get more videos up. Maybe I'll do more kind of half-ass videos like this, because honestly, I just don't have the time to do the more elaborate videos like those top 10s and below videos. But anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you later.